Patrick Shaw discusses Kyle Christ's work ethic and the achievements that have come along with it.
Kyle's a good leader, not necessarily like spoken wise. He doesn't speak, he doesn't talk a lot, he doesn't give a lot of advice, but he does, he leads through his example, just his training, his dedication on the weekends and the weekdays. That's another thing is, people think that running and training is just, for weekdays when we're at school, but in reality, training is much more than that. He does the workouts how they're supposed to be done. He warms up, he warms down, he doesn't skip stuff, he doesn't abbreviate the workouts, if that makes sense. So that's the kind of the way that he leads. I would say Kyle's definitely a fairly soft-spoken individual. His competitiveness doesn't come out, not necessarily from meeting him, but when you see him actually get into a race and compete and go into a competition, he's obviously very competitive, and it comes out through his dedication that he wants to be successful.
I've competed at West for 12 seasons between cross country, indoor track, and outdoor track. The running program here at West is really good. If you want to put the work in and you're dedicated, it can really turn into a good college scholarship. My mom used to take me out running when I was a kid. It wasn't anything serious. Used to run some fun races, and I ran track in middle school, but I didn't really take running seriously until about sophomore year in high school. I noticed I could always run a lot better than most of kids, and when I got in races, I was generally towards the front. And I was about in high school, and I kept training, kept getting faster than the other kids. I realized I was better at running than most people my sophomore year in high school, and I kept training, and I kept getting faster and faster than the other kids.
Kyle won our conference championship in cross country, led our team to the conference championship again. We've won, I think, 8 of those in the last 9 years. He was all region at the Mid-East Regional for us, and then he was second in the state cross-country championships. He was all-state indoors, and he set the school record twice in the 3,200-meter run, which is basically the 2-mile run. All that stuff has happened because he's put in the work in the last 3 years, and that's not going to happen if you don't. Talent is not the most important thing, and hard work and dedication is.
Shaw's been a big influence on my running career. He tells me what to do and run each weekday. He runs with me on the weekends outside of school, and he gets us into very competitive meets, gives us advice on the meets to run and how to run, and he gives us really good race-specific workouts. Shaw helps a lot, and I'm going to miss him when I go off to NC State.
I'm Gerardo Roman, Wildcat News.